please take your seats.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Embarking on an entrepreneurial journey is like navigating through uncharted waters, where every twist and turn it brings both opportunities and obstacles. Today, we gather here to illuminate the path for early stage entrepreneurs, emphasizing the invaluable lessons gleaned from setbacks and the indomitable spirit that's required to surmount export challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished dignitaries, esteemed guests, and fellow enthusiasts of innovation and entrepreneurship, it is both an honor and a privilege to extend a heartfelt welcome to each of you. As we gather here today, amidst the distinguished presence of our honored guests and the vibrant energy of our academic community, we are reminded of the transformative potential that lies within the nexus of education and entrepreneurship. Additionally, I am deeply privileged to welcome the participating students and esteemed faculty members from Bunsen Institute of Engineering and Technology. My name is Empowering, Embracing brilliant and thriving entrepreneurial ecosystem. This includes a cohort of 21 incubatees and actively contributing to the dynamic landscape of innovation and sustainable business development. With a focus on promoting the entrepreneurial ecosystem in Uttar Pradesh, ISF offers expertise and mentorship to emerging startups. Emphasizing the empowerment of female entrepreneurs, Integral Startup Foundation recognizes their pivotal role and provides support in various forms, including facility space, office equipment, research labs, business assistance, mentorship, networking opportunities, access to capital, and technical resources. Distinguished guests for gracing us with their presence today. In this gesture of appreciation, we would like to express our heartfelt thanks by presenting bouquets to our esteemed guests. Allow me to commence with our esteemed resource person for the day, Mr. Nitesh Dhawan sir, currently serving as State Director at Khadi and Village Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Javed Musarrat sir, the positive transformations that have been witnessed during his tenure at the university are a testament to his exemplary leadership. So please accept this bouquet as a token of our gratitude. Please put your hands together for sir. Equally esteemed is the presence of Mr. Yawar Ali Shah sir, His prolific career encompasses roles including the positions of Chief Executive Officer and co-founder of AMA Herbal Laboratories Private Limited, a pioneering force in the natural dye sector. Sir, please accept this bouquet as a token of our gratitude. Can we please have a huge round of applause, sir? We are also delighted to have Mr. Mahip Singh Sir, Head Innovation Hub UP at Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, Lucknow. Please accept this bouquet as a token of our appreciation, sir. We are also privileged to have Professor Muhammad Haris Siddiqui, sir, the Registrar of Integral University, Lucknow, with us today. So please accept this bouquet as an expression of our gratitude for your dedicated contributions. Audience, can you please hear it for sir? Following this, please allow me to introduce Dr. Nida Fatima Ma'am, a distinguished professional holding the position of Director at the Integral Startups Foundation, Center for Incubation and Entrepreneurship Development. Ma'am is celebrated for her impactful role in nurturing agri and health startups in Uttar Pradesh, earning her the prestigious 2023 Excellence Award from the Lucknow Tribune. She has contributed to pivotal projects at CSIR, National Botanical Research Institute, and Jamia Hamdard, Delhi. Without any further ado, I'd like to request ma'am to kindly take the podium and deliver the welcome address. Please put your hands together for ma'am.
Ladies and gentlemen, greetings and a very pleasant morning. Respected dignitaries, esteemed directors, advisor to Honorable Chancellor, faculty members, distinguished guests, I extend a warm welcome to each one of you as we gather here for the momentous occasion hosted by the Integral Startups Foundation, Center for Incubation and Entrepreneurship Development. It is indeed a privilege to stand here before you, surrounded by such a dynamic and visionary community of entrepreneurs, mentors, and leaders. Your presence here today underscores our shared commitment to nurturing entrepreneurship and driving positive change in our society. I would like to express a profound appreciation to the visionary leadership of our Honorable Chancellor and Founder, Professor S.W. Akhtar, and Honorable Pro-Chancellor, Dr. Syed Nadeem Akhtar. I extend my sincere gratitude to our esteemed Chief Guest, the State Director of the Khadi Government of India, Dr. Nitesh Thavan, sir. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation and gracing us with your presence. We eagerly look forward to entering collaborations with KVIC, Ministry of MSME, Government of India, and would greatly appreciate your support and guidance in this endeavor. Your encouragement is invaluable as we strive to empower entrepreneurs and foster innovation within our ecosystem. I extend a heartfelt welcome to the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Javed Nasarat, for his invaluable mentorship guiding our endeavors towards success. It is with great pleasure and honor that we welcome two distinguished guests to the gathering. I would like to extend a warm welcome to Mr. Yavar Ali Shah, the Chief Executive Officer in Corbels Private Limited. Mr. Shah is your excellence being the world leader in manufacturing of natural dyes, exporting to 30 plus countries across the globe. Sir, we are elated to have you with us today and we look forward to learning from your remarkable journey. We are delighted to welcome Mr. Mahip Singh, the Head of Innovation Hub at Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, Lucknow. His contributions have been instrumental in pushing the boundaries of entrepreneurship and technological innovation within academic institutions. Thank you, sir, for gracing us. I welcome Professor Haris Siddiqui, the Registrar of the University. Your support has been pivotal in creating an environment conducive to innovation and entrepreneurship within our incubation center. I am equally thrilled to extend a warm welcome to 50 plus students from Bansal Institute of Science and Technology who are here to explore our incubation center. Your presence injects the dynamic enthusiasm into our gathering, and I'm confident that the insights shared today will ignite and enhance your entrepreneurial journey. Could you please stand up at your respective places? I request the Bansal students from all. Can we have a round of applause? Thank you so much. You may take your seats now. We hope that this session adds much value to your endeavors. Today's event themed Empowering Early Stage Entrepreneurs, Embracing Growth Through Learning from Hiccups and Failures and Overcoming Export Challenges seeks to provide valuable guidance and resources to aspiring entrepreneurs. Through insightful discussions and presentations, we aim to equip participants with the knowledge and tools needed to navigate the complexities of the startup landscape and accelerate their ventures. Gathered at this pivotal moment of learning and growth, I am excited to delve into the ethos of our incubation center, overseeing 21 incubated startups. CIED under Integral Startups Foundation is recognized as an incubator by the government of Uttar Pradesh. It operates as a nurturing incubator, providing essential support akin to parents guiding their infants. Serving as a dynamic launchpad for aspiring entrepreneurs, it offers a comprehensive range of services aimed at translating ideas into thriving businesses. ISF facilitates entrepreneurial and innovative ecosystem to all the stakeholders, including the students, faculty members, industry, investors, and the community at large. Our facilities include government seed funding, angel funding, business development support, co-working space, office space, alumni entrepreneurs network, mentor network, industry connect, and incubation support. Today, as we immerse ourselves in the realms of knowledge and innovation, let's take a moment to celebrate the remarkable achievements of a few of our incubated startups. Aman Kumar, the founder of Nutty Village, secured grants exceeding 40 lakh rupees from organizations like Social Alpha, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Irma Foundation by Amul, among others. And he is into manufacturing of organic, aflatoxin-free peanut butter. We have Richa among us, founder of an organic textile company, Kosh Treasure of Khadi, an exporter of Khadi to the European market and beyond, earned international recognition and grants within Reliance Industries. And we are glad to have her with us today. Soil Concept and Ahimsa Care, an organic personal and home care brand founded by Faiz and Tuba Siddiqui, reached the finals of Shark Tank Season 2 with their innovative approach. Harshit Saxena, founder of Vardhanam, received grants totaling of 27 lakh rupees from initiatives like Starting UP and RKV by Raftar scheme. These success stories serve as a testament to the
his multifaceted role leadership of the Directorate of Admissions and Academics, along with efficient management of academic affairs. Please put your hands together for Sir and welcome him to the podium.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, respected Chief Guest, the guest of honors, heads, deans, faculty members, and my dear students. First and foremost, I am extremely thankful to the organizers for having given me this opportunity to be a part of this enlightening session on empowering early stage entrepreneurs, embracing growth through learning from hiccups and failures, and overcoming export challenges, organized by the Integral Startups Foundation, Center for Incubation and Entrepreneurship Development, Integral University, Lucknow. So I have been entrusted with the responsibility of briefing you about the genesis of this beautiful institution. So this institution started in the year on 3rd November 1993 by our honorable founder and chancellor in the form of a small hut with 4 to 5 children. The foundation stone of this institution was laid by world-renowned Islamic scholar Hazrat Maulana Abul Hasan Ali Hasni Nadwi Sahab. Honorable Chancellor, with his small, dedicated team, but very committed and focused, ensured that within a period of 4 or 5 years, the Institute of Integral Technology, with the abbreviations of IIT Lucknow, came into existence. In the year 1999, the then Prime Minister of India, Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee, visited this great institution. And after seeing the growth in a span of 4 or 5 years, he was so impressed, and particularly an engineering college, that too a private engineering college coming in the state of Uttar Pradesh in his parliamentary constituency. He categorically mentioned in his speech that he wants this institution to come up with flying colors and stand besides the IITs and IIMs of the country. At the same time, the institute was lucky enough to host almost all the governors of those times, Shri Motilal Vora ji, Shri Vishnu Kant Shastri ji, Shri Suraj Bhan ji, in a span of 3-4 years. On account of its academic excellence, on account of its very good placements, and on account of its commitment for higher education, within a span of 6 years, the Institute of Integral Technology was elevated to a full-fledged private minority university by the then Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Shri Mulayam Singh Yadav ji. At the same time, the university quickly got registered under the Section 2F of the UGC Act, and the university also applied for registrations across all the other statutory bodies. The Faculty of Engineering and Technology were the first faculty to be there once the Integral University was an institute, and subsequently the Faculty of Architecture, Planning and Design, Faculty of Pharmacy, Faculty of Commerce and Business Management, Fine Arts, Mass Communication, Library and Information Science. All these faculties came into existence and started commencing the academic activities. The university then applied for registration under Section 12B of the UGC Act, where the university got registered and became eligible for government grants for the students and faculty members. At the same time, rather than being an academic institution meant only for teaching, the university kept this in mind, that the addition of knowledge should keep on happening, and research also became a key component of the university's endeavors. The university then applied for registration as a scientific and industrial research organization by the Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India, and got that recognition in the year 2012. At the same time, when the entire state and central government were pushing for the accreditation process, Integral University was one of those few private institutions which came forward for getting accredited for the first cycle of NAC accreditation. The university was accredited as a good under the category of good in the year 2023. And subsequently, one of the most prestigious faculties, the Faculty of Health and Medical Sciences, got the approval for the first batch of 100 students by the Medical Council of India. At the same time, in the year 2014, the Faculty of Agriculture, Science and Technology came into existence, followed by the Faculty of Law in the year 2015. The university was lucky to host the then Vice President of India, Dr. Hamid Ansari Saab, who visited this institution in the year 2015. And after seeing the entire infrastructure, the medical college, the sports facilities, and the diversity in the campus, he was so happy and convinced that he categorically also mentioned in his speech that he wants this institution to stand at par with the other central universities like Jamia Millia Islamia and Aligarh Muslim University, and also compete with the best institutions in the country. The university also gifted the Vice President the key of Integral University as to safeguard the interest of the university and to help the university in one way or the other. After that, in several other convocations, the university was lucky to host the then governors, Dr. Shri B.L. Joshi ji, Shri Akhilesh Yadav ji, the then Chief Minister, Shri Ram Naik ji, the then Governor of UP. And then the university reached to close to 12,000 students with almost 11 faculties of study when the COVID wave came in. Because the foundation was laid on technical grounds, the Integral University quickly adapted to the change and transformed itself from a classroom university to a digital university with its own integral learning management system and online classes through Google Classroom and other apps. At the same time, the 550-bedded integral hospital was taken up by the state government as a tertiary care hospital, and the university ensured that there is proper supply of oxygen, proper medicines for the COVID patients in the COVID wave 1 and COVID wave 2. The state government was monitoring the progress of the integral hospital in terms of the recovery rate, and at the same time, the university on its own fund was kind enough to establish or install an oxygen storage tank to ensure uninterrupted supply of oxygen. All these efforts of the university, whether they are the financial support, whether it is the human resource support, and whether it is the integral hospital with all its resources, ensured that the integral hospital gave a recovery rate of more than 95% in the COVID first and second wave. The government recognized the efforts of the integral hospital and awarded the hospital with exemplary services during the first and second wave of COVID-19 by the present governor of Uttar Pradesh, Srimati Anandibel Patel ji. In the year 2021, the university was lucky to have our own member of parliament, Shri Rajnath Singh ji, visiting the university as the chief guest of the convocation. Although he has earlier visited this institution when he was the home minister of the country, but once he was the defense minister, he came here for a scheduled program of around 45 minutes and stayed here for close to 4 hours in the entire convocation, visited the entire campus of the university, and he was so thrilled to see such a good institution coming up in his parliamentary constituency and hosting around such diverse group of students with so many programs, with so many teachers serving to the cause. So he was so much impressed with the progress of the university in a very short period of time that he blessed us that the university will come out with flying colors with a very good grade in the second cycle of NAC accreditation. His words came true, and the university was re-accredited as a NAC A+ university in the second cycle of NAC accreditation. With this, the university got the permission to open off campuses and offshore campuses. So the university at the moment has around 4 off campuses. The first campus is Integral University Phase 1, where you all are sitting. The second campus is on the other side of this road, that is the Integral University Phase 2. The university has also hired another campus, which was formerly Asia School of Engineering and Management, in the name of Integral University Phase 3. And one campus we are already running for diploma programs in the district of Shahjahanpur since 2010, that is the Integral University Phase 2 or the Shahjahanpur campus. The university also started online education because it was re-accredited as a NAC A+ university. Therefore, we were also eligible to restart our distance education program. At the same time, we were also allowed to open online education programs so that we can reach to the doorsteps of the people, and we can serve the society in the best possible manner in terms of ensuring a proper gross enrollment ratio, which is the mandate of the Government of India. At the moment, the university has around close to 15,000 plus students on the campus, students from more than 30 plus countries. Around 50 plus departments are operating under 14 faculties of study, and the university is marching ahead with the state government and the central government, aligned with both the governments in terms of adopting the new education policy, in terms of integrating artificial intelligence in almost all the programs under the leadership of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, and the patronage of our Honorable Founder and Chancellor and our Honorable Pro-Chancellor, and the entire management of the university is working day and night to leave no stone unturned in ensuring that this university becomes a truly comprehensive university, particularly in the capital of Uttar Pradesh, serving the students from all these strata and being an institution which provides solutions to almost all the stakeholders involved for the cause of education. So Integral University is a university which is trying to serve the community in the best possible manner, and I am thankful to all of you for all your cooperation and support in this particular endeavor of our Honorable Founder and Chancellor and the institution which he has created in the name of Integral University. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, as we propel forward into this session that is dedicated to empowering early stage entrepreneurs, what could be more inspiring than delving into the journey of one of our own very own incubated startups that has navigated the tumultuous waters of inception to emerge as a formidable presence in the market? To this end, please allow me to introduce Dr. Richa Saxena ma'am, founder of Kosh, Treasure of Khadi, under Sri Panchamdas Organic Khadi Gramodyog Seva Samiti. She holds a PhD from Wageningen University, Netherlands, specializing in sustainable textiles, and is a gold medalist, MSc in renewable energy. Her endeavors range from empowering women in natural dyeing to counseling domestic violence survivors and spearheading organic cotton initiatives. Recognized by prestigious institutions like Harvard Business School and the Indian High Commission in London, her entrepreneurial journey is a testament to her international impact. Without further ado, I invite Dr. Richa Saxena ma'am to share the captivating journey of our incubated startup. Please put your hands together for ma'am.
Thank you so much for such a brief introduction. Thank you so much. I take this opportunity to share the success story of Kosh as founder, a journey which has deeply rooted in my personal meanings. Kosh started in 2018, in which I realized the fact that just by the comforts of high-paying job is not going to give me the solace which I want from my life. This very thought actually took me into consideration that I should do something which is for the people. I wanted to make an organization which is the center of people and also the environment. Hence, Kosh was born, a name which is derived from a Hindu word meaning treasure, a box which is full of valuable and cherishable items which should be preserved and promoted to the next generation. This whole idea led me towards turn my whole destiny towards khadi, which is not just a fabric. Khadi is a process which upholds the strength to empower rural community by giving them sustainable income and also a way of living. Kosh has been started with 10 artisans. These 10 artisans made a difference in which they formed an organization which is not only the center of their commitment but also their day to day challenges. Khadi has its own way of working because it's a big name in the market. Khadi has always been from the ages and the century old production. So this newcomer had taken a lot and lot of challenges to make itself established in the market. We are delighted to thank KVIC for the support which they provide us in giving us the direction and making us realize the fact that sky is just not in our own place. It is extends to infinity. This infinity to coach to do exports. I must admit, export is not an easy task to do. You have to be in the mode of research and planning always because you have to understand what the demand, you have to understand what the sizing, the legal formalities, and a lot more, which is quite exhausting. So, with this, the coach made a commitment to not to give up on the mission of keeping people and environment in the forefront. Koch established its export unit with first in the Netherlands and exporting to 5 countries. Today, the Koch has become a community of 2,500 artisans in which they become the major backbone of a movement and a commitment to change the livelihood of them by the sustainable income. We look forward for the goal of 10,000 artisans by 2030, in which we'll be transforming around 20 villages. This whole commitment would be fulfilled by the endless support of Integral Startup Foundation, especially Nida ma'am, and also the brands who support us, like Aditya Birla Group in the domestic market, to Kings of Indigo in international. We look forward for all the startup challenges which can make entrepreneurs delve into themselves and identify the cost that you are the makers of your own destiny. So believe in yourselves. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. As we transition, I have the distinct honor of introducing Mr. Mahit Singh, sir, the venerable head of Innovation Hub at AKTU and a seasoned innovator with 15 years of experience in academia. With a BTech in Mechanical Engineering and MTech in Design and ongoing PhD studies from IIT Dhanbad, his expertise spans optimization and machining processes. He boasts 17 patents, 2 NASA projects, and leadership roles in incubation centers at AKTU. Passionate about technology for social impact, he pioneered initiatives like state patent centers and startup funding programs. Please join me as I welcome Sir to grace us as our guest of honor and impact his profound insights.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Javed sir, Chief Guest of the program, Dr. Nitesh Dhawan sir, Guest of Honor, Mr. Ali Shahji, Nidha ma'am, I have met her earlier many times, Mohammed Haris, a registrar of the university, Dr. Richa, डॉक्टर नूर आलम जी जिनके साथ में काफी टाइम से कनेक्टेड हूं. All the startups sitting here, Aman, Siddiqui, Harshit, and many more. All the students of the Bansal and of the university. So good afternoon, everyone. आप में से कितने स्टार्टअप्स हैं बस एक बार मुझे थोड़ा आइडिया दे दो. ओके, और कितने स्टार्टअप होना चाहते हैं एक बार बता दो मुझे. Right. So I came here very first time and I got very positive vibration in the university. Most of the places I have seen earlier, सबसे मिल चुका हूँ. It's unfortunate for me कि मैं यहाँ पे नहीं आया इसके पहले. So once again I congratulate Honorable Vice Chancellor sir for creating such a beautiful university. Way back, it's having around 30 years of rich experience in the area of academics and research. जो अब digital भी हो गया है. So congratulate once again. Since I come from Innovation Hub, and Innovation Hub means all about the innovation and startups. It's about the entrepreneurship. And why the government is so serious about this entrepreneurship, let me tell you. We talk about the $1 trillion economy by 2027. And there is a survey of Deloitte. उन्होंने ये बोला कि by 2027, if we have to reach up to that target, we have to focus on the entrepreneurs. We have to focus on the startups. We have to create the unicorn soon. So this is going to be a major part of that economy. और ये एक दूसरे से जुड़े हुए हैं. So that's why there are a lot of schemes by government of UP, government of India itself, and Innovation Hub has been established by government of UP at Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University to foster the culture of innovation and entrepreneurship among the students. क्योंकि यहाँ पे बहुत सारे बच्चे बैठे हुए हैं, तो मैं एक डेटा के साथ आप लोगों से बात करूंगा और मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा अगर पीपीटी चल जाए तो बहुत अच्छा है. गुड, थैंक यू सो मच. So statistics says there are around 63 incubation centers and Integral University Incubation Center, Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development is one of them. Out of those 63 incubation centers, there are around 1,600 startups, 1600 startups in total. Those startups are from different fields. And if I talk about the AKTU itself, AKTU has around 750 institutions affiliated to it, and there are 15 government colleges. So AKTU के 15 government colleges में we have established incubation center through Innovation Hub, and AKTU has disbursed 22.64 CR to establish the incubation centers, and we have working 15 incubation centers where around 370 startups are working, and 100 patents has been filed. And in just in government institutions, मैं सिर्फ government organizations की बात कर रहा हूँ. And out of those 370, around 100 startups are there which are commercialized. It's important to come up with a product in the market. Innovation एक चीज होती है, entrepreneurship दूसरी चीज होती है. Let me tell you one story. I had been in one of the institution in Gorakhpur last year, and I met with the students. There was a program, and students from that college only came up with 500 new products, innovative products. 500 आप जैसे बच्चे थे फर्स्ट ईयर, सेकंड ईयर, थर्ड ईयर के जाकर. They came up with 500 innovative products. इनोवेशन था, वो सिविल के थे, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स के थे, मैकेनिकल के थे, सारे के सारे थे. But unfortunately, they are not able to know how to get revenue out of it, how to get IPR out of it. ये बहुत जरूरी है. Innovation is one thing. मैंने बोला ना, innovation is one thing and entrepreneurship is second thing. तो शायद इसीलिए गवर्नमेंट को इस बात का कहीं एहसास रहा होगा. दैट्स व्हाई इनोवेशन हैज बीन एस्टैब्लिश्ड. वी आर ट्राइंग टू foster the culture of entrepreneurship among the students. We are trying to establish the incubation centers even because there is a big gap in the incubation centers also. Incubation centers in the area of Western UP, incubation centers in all other 70 districts in UP, there's a big gap. Out of those 63 incubation centers, around 40 incubation centers are coming from the western region itself, और बाकी बचे हुए 70 districts से आ रहे हैं. So there is a gap. So we are trying to create the ecosystem. The first thing we took as a pilot project is to establish the incubation center in each districts. That's so that every student could get the opportunity to work in the area of entrepreneurship. हम ecosystem create करने की बात कर रहे हैं. So we have established around 200 incubation centers so far. We are in the process of recognizing them. Recognition का एक process होता है. That's not important for you all. But yes, we are trying to recognize them. And one thing, अभी मैंने बोला 22.64 CR was given by the AKTU to establish incubation centers in the government institutions. And one more thing, in all over UP, the incubation center which are recognized has been financially funded by the AKTU indirectly. 150 CR has been given to the government itself to support the incubation centers through UP IT and Electronic Corporation. And next tranche we are also planning to give. इससे ज़्यादा incubation centers जब बनेंगे, क्योंकि वो तो 100 के लिए सिर्फ है, उससे ज़्यादा incubation centers बनेंगे तो हमें और देना पड़ेगा पैसा. तो हम वो भी कोशिश कर रहे हैं. Why it's important to have the incubation center and startups inside the campus? Because it will certainly enhance the ranking of the university or institutions, and by enhancing that ranking, definitely the overall ranking of the state would enhance. Sustainable development goal की बात करते हैं, 9 नंबर पे हम innovation की बात करते हैं. तो innovation can be supported through the incubation center system, because once you are going for the with the startup section, एक बार अगर स्टार्टअप करते हैं तो डेफिनेटली आप पेटेंट पे भी जाएंगे, पेटेंट करेंगे तो इनोवेशन रैंकिंग डेफिनेटली आगे बढ़ेगी. सो इसके साथ में क्विकली आगे बढ़ता हूँ, इनोवेशन आपके बारे में बताता हूँ. Can you get the am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the brief about the Innovation Hub. 62 incubation centers, 350 startups, 175 mentors. We have mentors from all the different fields. Why I'm telling you these things? Because you will need in the future. आपको जरूरत पड़ेगी. दो ही चीजों की जरूरत होती है हमेशा स्टार्टअप को. कितनी चीजों की? एक तो फंड, दूसरा मेंटरिंग सपोर्ट. फंडिंग सपोर्ट, देन मेंटरिंग सपोर्ट. So funding support we have through the policy, funding support we have through the private investment, and mentoring support we have through different mentors. These mentors are coming from different fields. You just take the name, we have the mentors. And all the mentors will support you free of cost. 1,400 CR investment we have. We have different grants from the government side. उसके बारे में मैं last में बात करूंगा. Apart from those grants, if you need some fund to harvest your business, then we have the private investment also. We have a pool of investment around 1,400 CR dedicated for the startups. We made this pool of fund in the GIS, and those seven investors came and they said कि हम सिर्फ startups को support करेंगे. और वो फंड कर रहे हैं धीरे-धीरे करके. So this is the negotiation between the startup and the investor itself. हम तो सिर्फ माध्यम उसका. Then 20 plus collaborations we are having. We are very choosy to have the collaboration with any organization. We are more focused towards the result. Then AICT Idea Lab we have. AICT Idea Lab, you must be knowing, Idea Lab is all about creating your own prototype based your own idea. It works 24/7. Created by AICT itself. It's a project of 1.25 CR. Apart from this AICT Idea Lab, we have an advanced fabrication lab inside the campus, which can be used by any of the startup or student free of cost. We have all the tool and machineries. Apart from this fabrication lab, we have 15 very advanced labs like Google coding labs, cyber simulation labs, cyber security, automation lab, robotics lab, nanotechnology lab, IT manufacturing, solar lab, very advanced server we are having here, 3D printers we are having a lot of. So all the facilities we are having here, क्योंकि primarily आपको इन्हीं सब चीजों की जरूरत पड़ेगी to create your own prototype. We organize capacity building program, so it's important to know how Innovation Hub is extending the support to the startup. बहुत जरूरी है ये समझना कि हम कैसे आपको support कर रहे हैं. So okay. So leaving all 4 points, I'm coming on the 5th point. ODOP hackathon we organize. One district, one product. Few of our startups are working on the ODOP product, so you must be knowing. So for this, we are organizing the hackathons. For a couple of districts, we have organized the hackathon. For Ghaziabad and Lucknow itself, or for 5 prominent districts, we are going to organize the hackathon. See, ODOP हम क्या करते हैं कि problem statement is taken by the industries itself who are working in the area of one district, one product. So उनकी problem statement को हमारे बच्चे resolve करते हैं, and we ensure that that industry should keep the business. That industry should be the first customer of that startup. So this is the glimpse. These are few glimpses. Startup Samvad is one of our flagship program based on different themes in different years. So last year it was about exhibition of the product. This year it was 2.0. It happened in the presence of Honorable Governor Ma'am. It was about the investment. It was the logo launch of Innovation Hub. Moving fast. So Global Investor Summit में participate किया, and we participate in different exhibitions just to support the startup, because we give the opportunity to the startup to showcase their products or services on a very big platform. So हमने GIS में भी यही किया. We came up with 55 startups, and it was a big opportunity for them to interact with the people, with the customers, and it was a good networking opportunity for them. Investment भी बहुत सारा मिला. उसी ड्यूरेशन में ही हमने 1400 CR का इन्वेस्टमेंट पूल बनाया था. Honorable Yogi ji came twice at our stall and interacted with all the startups. Then we visited a different ecosystem to understand the ecosystem of different states like Gujarat, Telangana, etc. of their best practices. Then ODY initiative, which I am talking about, one district, one incubation center. We are trying to establish incubation center at different districts. We have 75 districts. और जहां पे अभी कम incubation centers है वहां पे हम incubation center बनाने की बात कर रहे हैं. And this is also initiative of our principal secretary M. Devraj sir. Then B2G meet. For the startup, it is very difficult to get the business from the government side. Probably you must be knowing, government has a lot of compliances to be fulfilled. और बहुत सारे वो paper trails होते हैं, history होनी चाहिए आपकी, तब आपको business मिलेगा. But we are trying to bring them on the table because we are trying to organize the type of meeting with the startups on every week or every fortnight to get the business from the government side. वो बैठेंगे साथ साथ चाय पियेंगे तो कुछ ना कुछ निकल के आएगा कि हमें बिजनेस कहाँ से मिलेगा, तो हमने 3-4 लोगों को इससे बिजनेस दिलवाया हुआ है. Then we organize the capacity building program for the managers and for the all stakeholders. Then for the pharma and for the different stream, we organize the program. These are few glimpses of the ODOP, IPR day, etc., etc. So again, moving fast. One of the very unique things we have done this year, we have started Student Startup Award, very first time in UP. It took some time to make Honorable Governor Ma'am understand about the importance of this program. During convocation, दीक्षांत समारोह में डिग्री देते समय हमने उनको ये कन्विंस करने की कोशिश की कि मैम, सिंस दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द इंटीग्रल पार्ट, एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप इज गोइंग टू बी द इंटीग्रल पार्ट ऑफ करिकुलम, सो हम इसमें भी जो बच्चे हमारे करेंटली स्टार्टअप कर रहे हैं, सक्सेसफुली स्टार्टअप कर रहे हैं, हमें उनको भी अवार्ड देना चाहिए. तो ये बात उनको बहुत अपील की, एंड फ्रॉम नेक्स्ट टाइम शी सेड कि हम इसको और बड़े लेवल पे मनाएंगे, जितना बड़ा हम कन्वोकेशन करते हैं उतना ही बड़ा पैरेलली हम इसको भी करेंगे साथ साथ. तो इस बार हमने 3 लोगों के अवार्ड दिलवाया था, तो यूपी से. Then we participated in international trade show. Again, we gave the chance to the startups to showcase their products or ideas. Then Austria startup exchange program, like student exchange program, we are also we have collaborated with few embassies to exchange the startups. Gorakhpur trade show we participated. Again, we gave the chance to the startups to showcase. Then recognition of few prominent incubation centers and their stakeholders. We gave award to the Honorable Chief Minister, sir. Then these are the list of the program which is not relevant for you. Okay, so we are going to establish the state patent center, which is with the name of Kalam Patent Center. ये आपको अपफ्रंट सपोर्ट करेगा जो पेटेंट सेंटर. हमारा पेटेंट सेंटर मींस वी आर नॉट चार्जिंग अ सिंगल पेनी फ्रॉम एनीवन, एंड एनीवन कैन गेट done with the patent by coming here. We have onboarded around 10 patent attorneys. उनको फंड पूरा का पूरा इनोवेशन हब करेगा, ATU करेगा, और कोई भी आएगा वो हमारे यहाँ से पेटेंट करवा के जा सकता है. तो उसको फाइनेंशियल से कुछ लेना देना नहीं होगा. इट्स जस्ट वी हैव टू कम अप विद आइडिया, नथिंग एल्स. जितनी भी अच्छा पेन पॉइंट क्या था, जितनी भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस व्हिच आर एक्सटेंडिंग सच टाइप ऑफ सपोर्ट आइदर ऑन द नेशनल लेवल और ऑन द स्टेट लेवल, दे आर प्रोवाइडिंग सपोर्ट ऑन द रिएम्बर्स बेसिस. पर हमने अपफ्रंट सपोर्ट दिया है, एंड वी आर ट्राइंग टू मैप द इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर्स आल्सो बेस्ड ऑन देयर थ्रस्ट एरियाज. Yes, Super 30 program also we are organizing in collaboration of CIED. Super 30 means we are coming up with few startups, few entrepreneurial mind candidates from UP. जरूरी नहीं है कि वो कोई डिग्री ले रहे हो, या they may be grassroots also, and we are providing all the facilities up to 1 year to them, and at the end of the 1 year we are expecting them to be a successful entrepreneur. तो भी हम कर रहे हैं. These are few collaborations we have done, not mentioned every one here. And start in UP. This is relevant part for the students. How government is supporting you, and what the financial support is being extended by the government, by us. So a couple of supports are there. One is for the incubation center. You must be knowing altogether 2.5 CR is being given by the incubation center by the government of UP. इसको मैं skip कर रहा हूँ. Next, this is important. These are 6 supports given by government to the students having registered incorporation under MC, Ministry of Corporate Affairs. So sustenance allowance 17,500 rupees, then prototype fund 5 lakh rupees one time, then marketing assistant grants 7.5 lakh रुपए, फिर नेशनल इवेंट इंसेंटिव 50,000, इंटरनेशनल 1 लाख, और पेटेंट सपोर्ट 2 लाख. रियम्बर्समेंट पेटेंट सपोर्ट की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ. So it was the brief about Innovation Hub, and I would love to have the questions from the students if you have any. किसी का कोई प्रश्न हो? Okay, so once again मैं आप सबका बहुत आभारी हूँ कि आपने मुझे इनवाइट किया. and I'm really privileged to be a part of this program. And I must congratulate the organizers also. और यहाँ पे आपने 20-21 startups को onboard कर रखा है, that is appreciable. So thank you so much for inviting me here. Thank you.
Register with an incubation center and can avail all the centers of the startup.
Sorry, yes.
They can enroll with the incubation center only, then they'll be able to avail the center.
Oh yes. One more thing, one more very important thing. You have to register yourself first. How to create your own startup? That is, you have to register first under LCM, Ministry of Corporate Affairs. It can be private limited, it can be LLP, limited liability partnership. उसके बाद you have to go for DPIIT, Department of Promotion of the Industry and Internal Trades. DPIIT certification is free of cost, and registering under MC is a affair of around 10 to 15,000. It takes a couple of weeks. So DPIIT 72 घंटे के अंदर मिलता है आपको. Once you get the DPIIT certification, you will be considered as a startup. Then only you can choose the incubation centers. जो मैम ने भी बोला, which is very important and valid point, कि once you get registered under these things, then you are able to choose the incubation centers. And before choosing incubation center, you can't avail these grants. आपको incubate होना ही पड़ेगा incubation center में. फिर आप इस grant को avail कर सकते हैं, जो भी grants यहाँ पे दी हुई है. Right? So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Our next distinguished guest is Mr. Yavar Ali Shah, sir, the illustrious Chief Executive Officer and co-founder of AMA Herbal Laboratories Private Limited, a pioneering force in the natural dye sector. Drawing from a rich background in international business development, startups, and turnarounds, Sir has propelled AMA Herbal to global leadership in natural textile dyes. Under his guidance, AMA Herbal has achieved significant milestones, including the commercialization of extract forms of natural dye formulations and the attainment of 6 patents in 2016. The AMA Group, under his stewardship, encompasses various verticals, including AMA Herbal Laboratories Private Limited, renowned for its R&D capabilities and innovative products like bio-indigo and vegetable bio-color. I would now like to request Sir to please come forth and share his invaluable perspectives with our audience. Audience, please give Sir a hearty round of applause.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's great to be here. Respected Vice Chancellor Javed ji, Dr. Nitish Dhawan ji, Sir Singh Saab, bada zabardast select kar diya aapne, and Nida. Thank you so much for inviting me to this gathering, which is focusing on startup. And I can see some movements at the back. Are you guys going? Am I sounding too bored? I have not yet started, yaar. Baitho do. That's fine. First of all, congratulations. You are chosen to be a startup in business. And when you're doing business, I must congratulate you. You're getting 2-3 special abilities that not other persons will get. Number one, the biggest CSR thing that you can do to the humanity is by giving them jobs. So you become a person who provides jobs. Second, when you establish a business for yourself, you not only establish it for yourself, but for your next generation as well. As a parent, those who are parent already, they will understand that as the child grow, and you must have seen it with your parents as well, as you grow, they have a worry, mera bachcha kya karega? And that worry is being addressed when you have your own business established. So number one, you have a great CSR activity that you are going to be providing jobs to the people. And second, the best thing is that you are building a career for your future generation. And when you're building for your future generation, and when you're building a place where you're providing a lot of jobs, you're actually building your nation. Basically, you get all these 3 advantages inbuilt. So that's something what is a business is all about. So first of all, congratulations for this. And second, I started my business in 1996. Since this time, a lot of things has happened, and Mike has very nicely explained all those things which are facilities the government is giving to you today. So congratulations, you are breathing in an air which is startup friendly, which is friendly for the entrepreneurs, which is friendly for the people who want to learn, and the guides are available. So many, many congratulations for all these things. So this is the time when you should start up and when you should learn. But learning doesn't happen just by the mentor when you start. The topic is fantastic, learning from hiccups. I would like to share you my own journey. It's very, very interesting. I basically come from an engineering background. Are you guys with me? Are you guys with me? Something interesting sunoge? Sona mat yaar. So I started my journey as an engineer. I'm basically a production engineer coming from a service class family. My father was a high court judge, but I had intent to do business because as an honest judge, he never had money. And money is something that is required for the living of life comfortably. And I wanted that. So I wanted to go on the honest earning, and business was the only thing that I found to be the most suitable for the honest earning. I was in job with Kirloskar at Delhi. At that time, one of my friends who happened to be from a family which do garment export called me that my dad is sending me to a boring seminar on Sunday. If you can come, we can have a free lunch. I said, great, yeah, free lunch milega, chalo chalte hain. So I went in with on a free lunch. And that company was called Zeneca. I'm talking of 1995. And Zeneca was saying that government of Germany has banned dyed stuffs, the coloring component, which color textile that all of us wear. It's called Azo group of dyes. And anything which is dyed with Azo will not be allowed to be imported in Germany after 30th of March 1995. And anything which is imported in Germany will not be allowed to be sold in after September 1995 because that is containing Azo, which can cause cancer. So we have a substitute to that. But as a fact of the matter of the fact, the textile which reaches to you from the stage of cultivation as a cotton till it reaches to you as a final garment, it come across more than 800 chemicals and only 60-70 are being researched and rest are working. So if you see that Azo-free is eco-friendly, you must be wrong. So what are the researches are going on, and many things will be happening, and you will be finding these things getting banned which are being used today. But if you want to use absolutely free from all hazardous, absolutely safe, and absolutely something which will not be having a problem, you should use natural dye. But natural dye has so many problems. Usne list kina di, this, these are all big problems for that. But if somebody who can focus on natural dye will have a great future. So that enlightened the thought of using this project for my business in me. Then I came to Lucknow. I basically have roots in Lucknow. My brother-in-law, who is my business partner in this business, is also from Lucknow. NBRI had done some researches in the business, in the natural dye area. NHPC, which is another institute, was headquartered at Lucknow and was marketing natural dyes to the handloom industry as an assignment given by the government of India. So considering that, we choose Lucknow as a strategic position. And under the guidance of NBRI, we established this factory. And we started making the dyes. Just in 1996, when we started, there was a seminar, there was a conference called Coloronia in November, and that happened in Mumbai. I happened to visit that. And at that time, I did not even have my shed card. I had no price list. I just visited. But the USP of natural dye was so strong. But just by visiting, I could get inquiries from 7 countries. And I was so excited. Wow, from Italy, from Israel, from USA, from Turkey, from Japan, from Korea. I have inquiries. Now I shall be good. I have a manufacturing facility. I should be sending them dyes and they will be buying. I sent them the dyes, which were manufactured under the guidance of NBRI, and everything came back like a football. What have you sent us? It doesn't give color. Do you know how to do dyeing? No, sir, I don't know how to do dyeing. Then what do we do this? So everything was in vain. First hiccup. We're talking about hiccups, na? First hiccup. And what do? Investment ho gaya hai. Factory lag gayi hai. And we have no institute to invest. It was an investment from my brother-in-law, whose son is sitting, is Mr. Hamza. And working was by me. So what do we do now? And that was the learning that started after this hiccup. NBRI was not in a position to support. The person who they have deputed us was not knowing anything beyond what he has already done. So now it was a time to develop the technology. And but we still continued working. We established the process, and the first industry that where we got success was the carpet industry of Bhadohi, where we sent and we were successful. We started dyeing carpet, and carpet is like if you start weaving today, you will get the final product after 6 months. So for 6 months, we were doing good sale. And after 6 months, when the carpet came back and it had to be washed chemically, there was a huge chemical washing which is given to the carpet to get that softness. And the moment they washed, they said, "Yaar, tumhare to sare rang dhul gaye." Again, there is a problem because there is no technology available. So then we had to fix the problem by innovating the process of dyeing. Again, we came back to the lab. Again, we established ourselves. And then we established the process of dyeing so that they can fit the carpet industry. That's another learning. And we got it after hiccup, after the teething problem, hiccup problem, whatever you call it. And then after we were successful in manufacturing, we were successful in dyeing, we were successful in everything. They said कि यार ये जो रंगा है हरा रंग तो केमिकल का भी ऐसे ही और सिंथेटिक का भी ऐसे ही और नेचुरल का भी ऐसे ही ये हरा नेचुरल से है कि सिंथेटिक की कौन बताएगा? But there is another problem. They want to identify that dye stuff is natural or synthetic. So we said, okay, sir, we will take this challenge. Then we gave a project to IIT Kanpur and we developed the dye identification test protocol. Absolutely funded by us. By that time, we were strong. We could fund somebody. We funded this project and we got that dye identification test established. And then we could tell them that this is an identification test. If you run, you will be able to recognize this is a synthetic or natural brand. They said, okay, but is it ISI recognized? Is it BIS recognized? Okay, sir, we will do that. So we went to BIS. Then we got BIS and we convinced them. And they were good enough to recognize us. And with our persuasion, we got 10 standards of natural dye published as ISI standards by BIS. It was on persuasion by us. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. And then they were kind enough to take me on the panel, which makes the standards of chemical and dye stuff and auxiliaries for textile. And today I'm there. For the last 12 years, I'm there on the panel among those 30 people who decides the constitution of these products in the country. But world is like, we were not going through the process of selection. We were going through the process of elimination. They said, कि यार BIS हो गया, अभी ISO चाहिए. Because you're selling outside India, na? So BIS is only in India. They need ISO. What do we do? I said, okay, sir, we'll establish this. So we pursued the BIS. They said, then you have to lead the project. I said, sir, I'll lead the project, no worries. Then they made me as a project leader to make ISO standards for natural dyes. And since 2016, I'm representing India in ISO meets of the world to various countries wherever it is happening. And under my leadership, I'm happy to inform you that 6 natural dye standards are being published as ISO standards. The world is having 6 natural dye standards to publish as ISO standard. And I'm not only there as a project leader to India, but I'm project leader to the world in that. So now, whenever there is a situation where they need to do the dye identification, they come to us, sab ye kare, nahi kare. Right now, we are working with several other projects. And one of them is also backward integration and forward integration. So by this, my learning that I want to share you, if you get success in one go, you only get success. But if you get success after hiccups, after failure, you learn 2 things. One, success. Second, formula of success. And when you know formula of success, nobody in the world can fail you. Do you agree? So failures are very important because failures makes you perfect. But failure should not dishearten you. You should not be set back by this. By saying this, I would like to ignite one more thing inside you. Do you know why you want to go to the business? You should be very clear about it. If you want to go into a business, sir, businessman पैसा बहुत कमाता है और मुझको तो यूनिकॉर्न बनना है, पैसा बहुत कमाना है. That is my purpose. If that is the purpose, then it's altogether a different thing. But if the purpose is that I want to build future for my country, I want to build future for my child. I want to give a fantastic CSR activity to the world. Purpose is different. So anybody and everybody must be having a different kind of successes. But the definition of success, you need to write yourself. Once you have written the definition of success, stick to that. Because right now, Richa was talking about several projects. And Nida, I would like to congratulate you. Whatever the projects you mentioned, they are all around sustainability and natural. And do you know what is sustainability? Many of you must not be knowing sustainability. And there are many things which are said about it. I have put a one-line definition to it if it appeals you. Sustainability is your ability to live best of your life. Best of your life without compromising any quality. But with a condition that you give the same quality and same things for your next generation to live. You leave the same resources so that your next generation can live the same quality of life. In terms of environment, in terms of health, in terms of economy. Because typically sustainability is on 3 pillars. One pillar is environment, one pillar which you guys are doing. These are fantastic things and these are fantastic future. And the way that Kosh is handling these Khadi Gram, because at Khadi, you must be aware that textile industry is world's second largest pollutant in the world. And Khadi is beautifully designed in a way from Gandhiji that it's a handspun yarn and handloom woven. There is no power inputs into it. There is no as such energy inputs into it. So we have all sustainability story. Then it's handloom woven. There is no as such energy involvement, and it's all positive, 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 and that's fantastic. But sir, when you dye with synthetic dye, it brings so many negative. Kindly dye with natural dye. It will make it into positive. That's my say. Because just to share with you, we have got several lifestyle life LCA studies like that's called life cycle analysis. If you talk of indigo, the jacket that I'm wearing is a product of mine. Making of 1 kilo of synthetic indigo produces 10.8 kgs of carbon footprint. Just making of 1 kg of synthetic indigo produces 10.8 kgs of carbon footprint, whereas making of 1 kg of bio indigo reduces carbon footprint by 680 grams. So one is a negative industry and one is a positive industry. So if you connect this positive to Khadi, it has a great patch. So that's my say. So all these sustainable projects are doing fantastic. So that's great. And at the same time, as we're talking about hiccups, so I'm connecting my speech with the hiccup only. I hope I'm able to do justice. I shared you a few things about us, about me in the certification area. At the same time, now AMA is in a position in natural dye. Anywhere in the world, it may be a product of Levi's, Diesel, Wrangler, Tommy, any brand. If the denim is dyed with natural indigo, there are 80% chances that it is dyed with our product. Anywhere in the world, by any of these brands. And we are sitting in UP, which is not a hub known for dye stuffs. We have brought UP on the map of natural dye stuff in a very strong way. At the same time, we are cultivating indigo now. Cultivation of indigo is like a backward integration to us. Hamza is heading that project. And we are looking to tie up with Integral for our support in agri area for that, because that's our new area. And now we have mentors and startup support. It's not a startup support. It's like a support in technical terms so that we will be seeking from you. So typically in that area. And you know what is it? Indigo was cultivated in UP in ancient times. We have a history. Barabanki district we're doing a lot. And we are also focusing on Barabanki in Lucknow district. Just on the Kursi road, about say maybe 10, 15 kilometers away on our own farmhouse, we have established this lab where we are doing this all cultivations and all. And this crop on the farmer side is earning more than what they earn in Mentha, which is another cash crop of UP, of this area. They earn more than that. We did about 4 acres last year. We are doing 50 acres this year, and we are targeting to do about 1,000 acres in next couple of years. And making 1,000 acres, meaning we are planning to give employment to about 3,000 farmers at our own cost. Because we are the biggest buyer and we are sitting right here. We buy from Tamil Nadu, to why not from Lucknow? Why not from UP? So we see a huge scope into this. So typically, as you see in the journey, you've seen hiccups, you've seen problems, all these things happens. And when you fail, many a time one thing comes in your mind, ये मेरी किस्मत में नहीं है क्या? So I give you my definition of a किस्मत, kindly note it down. किस्मत लोग एक समझते हैं. Allow me to speak in Hindi here because it is best communicated in our mother tongue. किस्मत लोग दुनिया में एक समझते हैं जो उनको मिलती है माँ के पेट से, और समझते हैं कि वो पैदा होकर जो मिल गई बस वही हमारी किस्मत है. यस सर, जो किस्मत आप माँ के पेट से लेके पैदा हुए हैं वो आपको मिलेगी और मिलेगी ही. दैट्स द लॉ ऑफ गॉड. दैट्स वन किस्मत. एंड सेकंड किस्मत वो होती है जो आप अपनी मेहनत से, अपनी लगन से बनाते हैं. जब आप मेहनत करते हैं, क्वालिफाई होते हैं, आगे चलते हैं, चैलेंजेस को पूरा करते हैं, चैलेंजेस से सीखते हैं, अगले पोर्शन पे जाते हैं, तो यू एस्टैब्लिश योरसेल्फ. एंड व्हेन यू एस्टैब्लिश योरसेल्फ, गॉड अपग्रेड्स योर फर्स्ट किस्मत. If you were designed to be a manager, he will make you general manager. If you were designed to be general manager, he will make you a vice president, and so on. So second luck is within your hand that you build by yourself. The first luck you are born with, you will achieve it. Second is in your hand that you will do. And what is third? जनाब, तीसरी किस्मत वो है जो दुआओं से बनती है और बद्दुआओं से खत्म हो जाती है. You have to work in an area जहां आप दुआएं हैं. Just to connect with you what I am doing, because what I am talking is not a bookish language and not learning from bookish, is from my own life. AMA runs a charitable extension by the name ISF Charitable Foundation, where we have students who comes to us, and about 155 odd students are getting education free of cost from us. And then we have a clinic on the back of our factory where a doctor is sitting, and there are two doctors now. There is a lady doctor also, and they operate every day in the week excepting Friday. Any patient who is below the salary, below the income of 70,000, he can come, and all treatments free of cost is being provided. Even if it's an open heart surgery, it's a cancer patient, it's any kind of a disease, we connect it to the government facility or we do it of our own. We do it free of cost to them. Then we provide education, and then on the farm there is a place called Chandiamo. We have a girl child education school where only the female child is being taught, and she's taught about the skills also, where stitching, computer sciences, and all these things are being happening. We connect them with the government facility for the certification so that they can get jobs. So ये वो तीसरी किस्मत है. So to be successful, you have to focus on that. थोड़ा सा मुझे अलाउ करें तो मैं स्टार्टअप की फंडिंग के बारे में बोलना चाहूंगा. आई एम एक्सटेंडिंग टाइम. I hope not. Startups are एक funding के लिए funding, I have to get the funding. And many a time the startup concept is where the purpose of the startup is funding. Is there anybody who is thinking this like where the purpose of the startup is funding? कि मेरा pitch deck ऐसा हो कि मुझे 50 लाख की funding मिल जाए. Is there anybody who is thinking in that line? If you guys are thinking, kindly correct yourself. That's not your purpose. It's just a stepping stone that is being provided by the startup for funding from government or non-government organization. There are several benefits that Sir has just mentioned, and they are beautiful, beautifully designed. So don't consider funding as your target. It should be just a stepping stone. Because I would like to share with you, stepping stone is better to be under the government. CDP and various other government startups fundings, they are being provided, they are better. Because when a startup funding is going to the Shark Tank, I'm totally against that. Shark Tank, वो खुद ही अपने आप को शार्क बोल रहे हैं. शार्क जो खा जाता है, और वो शार्क कैसे खाता है? Let me brief you about it. For example, you're a startup, you're going with a fantastic thing that I touch something and the temperature changes. Just a thought. And they like it. They said, okay, what is the valuation? Usually, some valuation is 1 crore, and I'm ready to share, say, 15% for 15 lakh. So they negotiate you and they give you 15 lakh for maybe 25%. So you say, okay, good sir, 25% में कोई problem नहीं, 15 लाख लेके काम शुरू हो गया. Then they will say, when will you return my money? You will say, sir, in 2 years, in 3 years, in 4 years. Okay, how much? So this 15 will be at least 1 crore. That time you are very much enthusiastic. Because there are two kind of confidences that everybody has. One confidence is based on experience and second is on based on enthusiasm. That time you have a confidence which is based on enthusiasm, not based on experience. So that tells you, sir, 2 साल में मैं आपको 1 crore में दे दूंगा. Because you feel, oh, touching and changing the temperature is wonderful. This. He frame up that way. Then he will say that you have to grow your organization in a way that it becomes 1 crore in 2 years. So what do? Then he will guide you. Okay, publicize is this much. All 15 lakh will be burned in the publicity. With publicity, artificial image will be created in your funding value. Your valuation of your company will increase from 1 crore to 5 crore. When it increases from 1 crore to 5 crore, this 25% will become 75 lakh or maybe 1.25 crores. Sorry. So he exits by taking that. But who comes in? आपको वो 1 crore 25 lakh नहीं मिलेंगे जब वो exit करेगा. Somebody else will come as an investor, and that investor will invest maybe another 25-50 crores rupees, 20-50 lakh rupees in you. And that time your equity 25% his and 25% more, so you will be just 50% partner owners of this. And the second will also come with the same equation. They will give you artificial rise and they will exit. So your whole purpose of business will remain a satisfaction of investor and not the focus on the business. This is very important. So in the process, what happens, we have seen Flipkart is a big example. RuPay is another example which is coming up now. Paytm is another example which is coming up. They have become unicorns, no doubt. But then the owner is being thrown out. Sir, आपके पास 5% तो बचा है, जाओ नहीं चाहिए आपका. So you exit with that money. AMA Herbal today stands as a world leader in natural dye and we are a non-funded organization. We don't have anybody's funded and we don't have any debt. That's our asset. We decide what we want and we do what we want. Nobody stopped us. Because in a startup, you need to change yourself many a time. And when you change yourself many a time, investor doesn't allow you to do that. I'm not against investor, but be very careful. In the whole journey of your entrepreneurship, your target should be that entrepreneur should not be getting more than 30-35%. You're good. If you plan it that aggressively and you plan that, चलो 50-60% दे भी दिया तो क्या हुआ, मैं तो जीरो पे था और अभी तो मेरी valuation 20 crore हो गई. But then you're actually building a business to sell the business. You're not building a business to do the business. So you should be clear about it. That is a very, very important thing. And every hiccup is not a problem, it's learning. Investor is very good, but he comes like an oxygen. An oxygen cylinder, if you put to a person, either his health should improve so much that the oxygen cylinder is removed. Otherwise, if you remove oxygen cylinder, the person is dead. So don't make your funding guy as the oxygen cylinder. Live of your own. Just let come in. He will do the seed money. And then you should go with the intention that I'll return his seed money, not that he have to sell his shares to somebody else. So that is called organic growth. And this is called artificial growth. I've seen, and you must be knowing, बड़ी companies 5,000 का turnover है लेकिन आज तक negative में है. So is that the purpose of business that you guys are looking for? If that is the purpose, I congratulate you. But if the purpose is to build a nation, it will happen when your company is in profitability and you run it and you have to do it properly. At the end, you get something, you achieve something, and every achievement is a responsibility. Getting a fund is a responsibility towards your business, towards your own, and you have to establish in a way that you achieve your own business the way you want it to. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the enlightening discourse, sir. It now gives me immense exaltation to introduce our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Nitesh Dhawan, sir, a distinguished public servant, author, and educator, currently serving as State Director at Khadi and Village Industries Commission, Lucknow, under the Ministry of Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprises, Government of India. An accomplished author of 8 books and columnist for e-curriculum magazine and Digdarsha, Sir's diverse interests include spirituality, youth mentoring, creative writing, yoga, and social work. With 23 years of experience, including roles in the UP government and civil secretariat, Lucknow, he spearheads initiatives promoting entrepreneurship development in collaboration with NGOs, Doordarshan, and Gyanvani. Please put your hands together as I welcome Sir to grace the podium and enlighten us all.
Thank you. Honorable Vice Chancellor Sahab, Mr. Yavar Ali Shah ji, Mr. Mahip Singh ji, Dr. Nida, Dr. Richa Saxena, faculty members, and all dear budding entrepreneurs. At the very outset, I would like to congratulate the organizers of this program for choosing such a very, very relevant topic. It is a very significant topic in the sense that when you talk about empowering entrepreneurs, especially the first generation entrepreneurs, you think about MSMEs, micro, small, and medium enterprises. Firstly, I would like to just present you the national scenario of how MSMEs are contributing in the Indian economy. They are called as the growth engine of Indian economy. And why we say it, I would like to keep this session interactive to keep you interested. So when we say MSMEs, I hope you understand MSMEs. So anybody would like to throw his knowledge what MSMEs are all about? Micro, small, and medium enterprises. From the back, I can see some movements. What are micro enterprises? What are small and medium enterprises? And turnover not more than 5 crores. Second is small enterprises. Investment with not more than 5 crores, 10 crores, and turnover not more than 50 crores. And medium enterprises, investment not more than 50 crores and turnover not more than 250 crores. My second question to students is, according to you, what is the ratio of contribution in GDP when we talk about the contribution of whole MSME sector in the GDP? Can anyone tell me? I'm asking this just to keep you interested because I'm seeing a lot of movements at the back. For your knowledge, I would like to share that 1/3 of the contribution in the GDP sector comes from MSMEs. And out of these micro, small, and medium enterprises, the larger share, the larger chunk comes from the micro enterprises. Can you guess what will be the percentage of micro enterprises in the contribution to GDP of Indian economy? Sorry? 29. Any other answer? Any other answer? I'm talking about the share of micro enterprises. It is actually beyond your imagination. It is 95%. Can you imagine this? The major chunk of contribution comes from the micro enterprises whose turnover is not more than 5 crores and investment is not more than 1 crore. It is an eye-opening fact. And out of these micro, small and medium enterprises, can you guess from where the major proportion comes from? The rural micro enterprises or the urban micro enterprises? Any guesses? Any guesses from the back? It is actually 60% contribution from the rural micro enterprises and 40% comes from the urban micro enterprises. From this picture, you can understand how the contribution of rural micro enterprises is so significant in the Indian economy. So this brings us to the fact that MSMEs are so significant. Now we are talking about empowering the early stage entrepreneurs. When we talk about empowering, how can we empower the entrepreneurs? Empowering through psychological orientation, through their capacity building, through knowledge dissemination, through economic support. These are the ways to empower the first generation entrepreneurs. When we talk about first generation entrepreneurs, these are the ones who bring to light the novel ideas, the innovative ideas, and work upon them. As we can see, Mr. Yavar Ali Shahji, Dr. Richa, these are first generation entrepreneurs. Then there are second generation entrepreneurs also, who run their traditional family businesses. Then there are also third generation entrepreneurs, who basically work upon the franchisee model, right? So the biggest challenge is for the first generation entrepreneurs. And we as government organization are empowering them through their capacity building, knowledge dissemination, like these kind of programs that we are just having. And thirdly, by the economic support. Now, coming to the empowerment of early stage entrepreneurs, I would like to present a case study, a very brief case study of a women entrepreneur. She is Mrs. Anjali Singh. Few years back, she was thinking to do something on her own. She is based in Lucknow. Then she came to the office and discussed about her situation, that she has a land and wants to start some enterprise. But she was not sure about what to do exactly. We just discussed various schemes and the programs and the initiatives that KVIC is taking. But she was not sure still. She went back. She has a land and few known women entrepreneurs who are exactly having stitching units. They are doing stitching work at their homes only. So we suggested them to the idea of starting the jute bags, because few years back there was a ban on poly bags, polythene bags. We are talking about sustainability. So she reached to a decision to start a jute bag industry or a factory. She had a land of more than 5,000 square feet. She mobilized the women of 8 villages near Bakshi Gatala. And today there are 740 women artisans working in this cluster. We had a scheme of a Spurti cluster under which we financed them with 2.4 crores. This is a wonderful scheme in which 90% of the financing is done on the grant basis. Now, from this case study, what are the key points that come to your mind? The first thing that an entrepreneur should think about, the idea, the business idea. This idea generated from the fact that polythene bags were banned, and it was the need of the hour to think on the lines that can provide some other options to the people, replacing the polythene bags. So the first key starting point is the business idea. Second, she approached to us, to the government offices. The second key attribute was the information collection about that particular scheme, which can help her to establish her enterprise. Most of all, above all, there was the key attribute of intent, the determination to do something. The third I is intent. And fourth was the investment which came through the Spurti cluster scheme. So, four key attributes for an entrepreneur to start his or her own enterprise is the idea, the information, the intent, and the investment. Now, among these four key attributes, there are key skills that are required on the part of a entrepreneur. In the 21st century, these four key attributes or the skills that are required, can anyone guess? From the back, key skills for a professional or an entrepreneur. बोलिए कुछ, पीछे से आवाज नहीं आ रही, पीछे. For a good entrepreneur, for a budding entrepreneur, what are the key skills that you require? First is the critical thinking, because it is through critical thinking that you arrive at a certain decision, right? Then there should be some creativity. Second C is creativity, because in this case, there was something which she decided to start a jute bag cluster due to the fact that there was a ban on polythene bags, right? So, due to creativity only, she arrived at a decision to start a decision or a jute cluster. The third is after critical thinking comes the creativity. The third is the communication and collaboration. She collaborated with the government schemes, communicated her situation to the government officials so that she reached to a particular decision. So what I'm trying to say is that apart from the key attributes of idea, intent, investment, and information, she applied critical thinking, creative thinking, communication, and collaboration to start a new enterprise. Right? Can we have a presentation? Now, I have made this presentation on the role of innovation, startups, and entrepreneurship in the context of new education policy 2020. Now, we are talking about the sustainable development, and there is a common areas of sustainable development goal, new education policy, as well as entrepreneurship, which I want to highlight. Under National Innovation and Entrepreneurship Promotion Policy, the key areas of focus are research and innovation, industry-academia linkage, through which there can be research and development in the field of new technology sectors. As per NEP 2020 Part 4, Making It Happen, Chapter 26, it focuses on financing affordable and quality education for all, and NEP 2020 has strongly recommended that government, both center and state, must have investment of 6% of GDP. Now, this is a very, very key point that I want to highlight, because India is having a rich demographic dividend, that is the working age population between 15 years and 64 years. right? So what are the key challenges? The key challenges relate to highly informal nature of economy, low labor force participation rate, skill gap, and jobless growth. Now, innovation and upskilling are one of the key factors to harness the available demographic demand. Now, we are coming to the National Youth Policy after National Education Policy. National Youth Policy 2021 basically focuses on the youth leadership and development, health and fitness, education, social justice, and very importantly, employment and entrepreneurship. Now, this is the innovation status of India. Innovation is basically a product, service, business model strategy that is both novel and useful. You must be knowing. Now, India's ranking has improved remarkably from 81st in 2015 to 40th in 2022. According to Niti Aayog, India's Innovation Index 21, top 3 states in innovation are Karnataka, Manipur, and Chandigarh. After US and China, we are third in the number of startups, where we are still facing quite a challenges. Now, these are the key challenges before the startups. Money is running out, being in the wrong market, lack of proper research, bad partnerships, ineffective marketing, not being expert in the industry. So these are the key challenges that startups are currently facing. Now, Niti Aayog has defined the key enablers of innovation for startups: human capital, investment, knowledge workers, business environment, safety, and legal environment. These are the key enablers to propagate or to promote innovation. Now, in order to judge the performance, there is knowledge output and knowledge diffusion in terms of performance indicators of the innovation and startups. Can we have the second presentation on the startups? Yes. I would like to highlight just few slides which are important. These are the key innovations that we have done in KVIC, Khadi and Village Industries Commission. Through pictures, you can understand. There was a Desi Charkha way back in 1905, which have been modified to new model Charkha, NMCs. It is user-friendly, paddle-driven mechanism. Number of spindles have also increased from 8 to 10. Impact, increase in productivity up to 5 times and wages up to 3 to 4 times. Now we have developed a Prakritik or organic paint machine, which is organic in nature, eco-friendly, protects from bacteria and fungus. These are the electric potter wheels, which reduces drudgery. It increases the income up to 3 to 4 times of artisans in the rural places, increases productivity up to 3 to 4 times, and quality of products. Now, this you can see that the automatic and paddle operated agarbatti manufacturing machines. These are the innovations that we have done to increase their productivity and income generation. These are turnwood and wastewood machines for rural artisans working as carpenters in rural areas. This is a handmade paper plate making machine, improvised machine, leather manufacturing machine that has been improvised by CFTI Agra also. Can we have another presentation of KVIC schemes? Now, just to elaborate on Khadi and Village Industries Commission, it came into being in 1956 through a parliamentary act, which has a social and economic objective of creating livelihood and employment opportunities, creating self-reliance among the people. KVIC works across the pan-India with 44 state offices, 6 zonal offices, 8 departmental training centers. When we are talking about empowering entrepreneurs, our training institutes come into play. There are 18 departmental training centers and 22 non-departmental training centers through which we provide various types of trainings to the entrepreneurs. Then we have 26 departmental sales outlets and branches. We have central sliver plants, 5 central sliver plants through which we provide raw material to the Khadi institutions. Then we have 35 partner agencies in terms of state Khadi boards. All India level, we have 2,943 registered Khadi institutions and more than 8,000 sales outlets of various Khadi institutions across the country. Now, these are the 3 major segments of our schemes. Just to talk about in brief, we provide marketing development assistance to Khadi institutions. We also provide the working capital to the Khadi institutions in terms of interest subsidy. Then we provide worksheet financial assistance. For the renovation of showrooms, we provide financial assistance up to 15 lakhs. Then this is the area E. You can see that science and technology. We have Directorate of Science and Technology in Mumbai, our central office, where we collaborate with various academic institutions through innovative projects in the area of science and technology. The idea is to basically improve the productivity, the drudgery of rural artisans, and contribute in the economic development of artisans through technological intervention. So if any academic institution has such kind of projects, we can finance up to 15 lakhs. Right now, we are having 2 projects running in the handmade paper industry in collaboration with the Department of Biochemistry, Lucknow University. And another is through IITR, which is working in the area of improving the checking the pollutants of agarbatti industry. So if this institute also has any project, we can help out in this regard. Then we have Gramodyog Vikas Yojana, under which we have different verticals of village industries like agro-based and food processing industry. The prominent scheme under this is the Honey Mission, under which we are supporting the Honey Mission artisans, honey beekeeping artisans, under which we provide 10 bee boxes to the artisans. There are 2 dimensions basically under Gramodyog Vikas Yojana: the capacity building and provision of the machines and tools and equipments to the artisans. On the grant basis, we provide machines, tools, and equipments. 80 to 100% is borne by the KVIC depending upon the category of the artisans, and we provide the training of 10 days to 30 days depending upon the requirement of various verticals. Then there is mineral-based industry, Kumar Certificate Program, where we support rural artisans working in the field of pottery, utensils, wellness and cosmetic industry, soap, face wash, agarbatti industry, and service industry. Then the third segment is related to the 2 flagship schemes of ministry, which are related to Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program and the Spurti cluster, just that we have talked earlier. This Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program is one of the important flagship schemes that is running from 2008 onwards, which provides subsidy of 15 to 30%, 35% to the entrepreneurs for establishing new units. So till now, we have provided employment to up to 80 lakhs, over 80 lakhs young entrepreneurs. Under this, there is also a provision of entrepreneurship development program of 10 days in offline and online mode to the budding entrepreneurs. So anyone who has decided about his idea, the enterprise, can look forward to avail this scheme. This is a very, very transparent scheme which runs through the online mode. One can go to the PMJP portal and apply for the loan depending upon the requirement and the assessment of the detailed project report. Now, to improve the quality of our products, we have also collaborated with National Institute of Fashion and Technology. They are working on the quality part, the marketing part as well. There are skill gaps in the artisans, in the Khadi institutions, which they are fulfilling. Now, these are the capacity building institutes, design interventions that we are talking about. KVIC has set up Center of Excellence of Khadi with lift based on hub and spokes model. Currently, it is running in 4 spoke centers: Gandhinagar, Bangalore, Shillong, and Kolkata. So these were the few schemes of KVIC. Time and again, we also organize a people's education program under which we organize one-day seminar, debate competition, and essay competition with these students to promote Khadi and village industries on the theme of Gandhian thought, the cottage industries. For past 2 years in Lucknow, we have collaborated with many Khadi institutions as well as the academic institutions, and they are interested in such workshops and seminars. So, coming here, I would like to just request that in future we can also collaborate to organize such programs under which we can disseminate information about various important schemes, and so that students can also benefit under various schemes, as well as they can also have exposure visits to few clusters and the PhD units under which they will come to know about the challenges, the intricacies of just establishing a new enterprise. So, in the end, I would like to thank everyone for giving me the opportunity to be a part of this program and share the valuable insights of KVIC, Khadi and Village Industries and MSME sector. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Turning our attention to another luminary joining us today, it is now my honor to introduce and welcome Honorable Vice Chancellor of Integral University, Professor Javed Musarrat, sir. His distinguished career includes serving as a visiting scientist at Michigan State University, a visiting assistant professor at Ohio State University, Columbus, and chair professor at King Saud University, Riyadh. I'd now like to invite Sir to kindly grace the stage and address the attendees. Please welcome him with a huge round of applause.
Esteemed guests, colleagues, participants, my dear students, ladies and gentlemen, it is truly a pleasure for me to be here this afternoon to be a part of this very important event hosted by Integral Startup Foundation, Center for Incubation and Entrepreneurship. In collaboration with the START in UP and also in collaboration with Institution Innovation Council, where the discussions and deliberations have been centered around the theme empowering early stage entrepreneurs, embracing growth through learning from hiccups and failures and overcome export challenges. And we have heard some very interesting and very provocative and informative lectures. We are truly honored to have Dr. Nitesh Dhawan, an illustrious figure, renowned for his contributions as the State Director of Khadi and Village Industries Commission, Ministry of MSME, Government of India, as a chief guest. We are privileged to have an accomplished entrepreneur, Mr. Yawar Ali Shah, the Chief Executive Officer and co-founder of AMA Herbal Laboratories Private Limited, and another very distinguished guest, Mr. Mahib Singh, Head of Innovation Hub at Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, Lucknow, enriching our discussion today. Now, this gathering of budding entrepreneurs marks a milestone in our journey towards fostering innovation, nurturing entrepreneurship, and driving, of course, the economic growth. I'm filled with the profound pride witnessing the convergence of forward thinkers, the trailblazers, and aspiring entrepreneurs all gathered under one roof to discuss this chosen theme, which encapsulates the very essence of our mission. It will certainly help in our ongoing quest to cultivate innovation, fostering entrepreneurship, and propel economic development and accomplishments. We stand committed to empowering the next generation of innovators, equipping them with tools, knowledge, and resilience needed to navigate the dynamic landscape of entrepreneurship. I am so happy that I got a chance to listen to the very inspiring story of AMA Enterprises, which reminds me a person who came to my office way back in 2005 or 2006 when I was the Dean Faculty of Agricultural Sciences at Aligarh Muslim University, along with a professor of post-harvest engineering and technology, Professor Srivastava. So a man came along with him, they walked in my office, in fact, and Srivastava sir told me that this is the gentleman who is working on natural dyes. And he is having an expertise in extracting these dyes from tomatoes, from vegetable peels, from fruit peels, and all those stuff. So I was quite fascinated. In fact, it was way back in 2005, Shasta. And then I said, okay, why don't you go ahead, in fact, and write a proposal to Government of India, in fact. And this gentleman was a PhD in organic chemistry from our chemistry department in AMU. And then he was jobless. So he went to his kitchen, in fact, and started extracting those dyes there. And I said that, what is your, I mean, do you have any catalog or something to show me, in fact, like what you have done? So he was carrying the catalog with me, and he said, okay, these are the dyes that we have developed, and he was having some samples and all. So that actually attracted my focus on that, and I asked Srivastava to write, to submit a proposal to the Government of India. So they did submit a proposal to the Ministry of Environment, and the funding was awarded. In fact, so he started working in that. And in the meanwhile, he got an appointment at Jamia Hamdard, and he became an assistant professor there. Then this entire story was lost, in fact, and he was busy in teaching and nothing happened. The reason why it was not picked up is that he was not having any entrepreneurial spirit. The idea was there, he worked on it, and it was looking very promising to me as well, in fact, but there was no entrepreneurship concept, and the mindset was entirely different. So he was not able to focus on that, and it died. Your industry, your individual efforts in taking up those challenges, facing the hiccups, what you call as the roadblocks, the speed breakups that you have passed through is really fascinating to know, in fact. And this is a rare, you can say, combination of innovation with entrepreneurship, where you have to learn yourself in order to be very successful. And innovation is key to all this, in fact, the novel ideas that are coming to your mind. And I recall the couplets of Allama Iqbal, which he said 100 years back, related to innovation, which is very, justified in today's scenario as well. And what he said is, कि मंजिल से आगे बढ़कर मंजिल तलाश कर, मंजिल से आगे बढ़कर मंजिल तलाश कर, और मिल जाए तुझको दरिया तो समंदर तलाश कर, और टूट जाता है हर शीशा पत्थर की चोट से, और पत्थर ही टूट जाए वो शीशा तलाश कर. That is what is called as innovation, and that is what you have to do, in fact, and you have all these inspirational views before you, in fact, and you have heard them in real time. So I hope that you have a very good carry home, listen, in fact, ponder about it, think about it, and try to develop that creative thinking and the entrepreneurial skills which are required. A lot of schemes are there, in fact, to support you. The government is all out to support you. There are venture capitalists, there are angel investors. Then some of you are already, in fact, having a very strong background. You can start it on your own, in fact, the startups. Well, having said that, I would like to take a moment to extend a heartfelt appreciation to Dr. Nida Fatima, the Director of Center of Incubation and Entrepreneurship Development at Integral University, under whose visionary leadership the Integral Startup Foundation has witnessed an unprecedented growth and visibility, and it is rapidly becoming a guiding force for innovation, entrepreneurship on our campus and beyond. Her tireless efforts, as I am feeling, in fact, every day, have not only elevated the stature of the center, also brought vibrancy through a multitude of entrepreneurship events and collaborations. Almost every week, in fact, like there is some program related to entrepreneurship here in this auditorium, with partnership of many NGOs like TIE and many others. Her commitment to promoting the importance of entrepreneurship among the masses is truly commendable. In fact, this is, I'm telling from the core of my heart. And the style of working has really impressed me and is impressing consistently. In fact, it is her unwavering dedication and relentless pursuit of excellence that the Integral Startup Foundation is gradually evolving as the power of innovation in enterprise. I will further say that Mr. Shah has mentioned that he is now into cultivation of indigos. And I was not knowing, he mentioned that this neighborhood area, in fact, like this surroundings of Lucknow city is having a very good agroclimatic condition for the growth of indigo. So we are here, we have a full-fledged agriculture faculty, and as you have already mentioned, all support that we can extend for cultivation of indigo and doing experimentation on indigo in order to increase its yield and whatsoever, in fact, the effect of environmental factors on its growth that could be done. We have, the Krishna has mentioned that we have recently developed a phase 3, in fact, which is again in 58 acres, in fact, and a lot of agricultural field is available there. In fact, this is in industrial estate. So maybe you can come, discuss this with the head of the department, director of the Agriculture Institute, and there are possibilities that we can extend all help and let us have hand-holding in this area together. I invite you, in fact, to come, in fact, because you are handling this particular, vertical of the business. Secondly, Dr. Singh has mentioned about the facilities, the research facilities for testing the ideas. So this university is now a research-intensive university with the state-of-the-art infrastructure facilities available for budding researchers, for faculty members, as scholars. We do have a state-of-the-art central instrumentation facility, a robotics cell, a state-of-the-art computer center, the fabrication lab, which is there, in fact, with all facilities, with 3D, with a couple of 3D printers, coupled with the CNG and all, every facility is available here. What is required are the burning ideas, the novel ideas, and the motivation. So the people who are sitting at the back and the speakers were mentioning about the commotion there at the back, I would like to tell you that this is the golden opportunity for you, in fact, to learn. Coming through these seminars and sitting and hearing these wonderful people is a rare opportunity that you got. So please see that when you move out of this auditorium, you carry that message, think about it, and come back with your novel ideas. If you have any idea, we are here to support you. The 10,000 square feet area of this entrepreneurship center is looking for you. There are offices, there are other facilities which we have established for whom? For you. Go and see. Come and work in university labs, university workshops, and at our Entrepreneurship Incubation Center. I came across a team of young boys and girls day before yesterday. There was a symposium going on astrophysics and cosmology. Incidentally, they came to me informing that they participated in a competition which was conducted by UP State Council. And they got a lot of publicity for that. They developed a prototype, which is a device that could measure the movement of the stars. And they showed me, and I could see myself, the dots were moving, how the stars are moving. And who has done this? The students of computer sciences, 8th semester students, they came up with this idea. You all are full of ideas. Why this hesitation in asking questions, being more interactive in the sessions? I wish you convey this message to all your friends and visit the facility that we have in the university, which has been developed for you. It's all for you, my dear. I am also deeply grateful for the unwavering support extended to us by the institution Innovative Council and Start in UP. Your partnership underscores the collective commitment to fostering a culture of innovation and entrepreneurship. I am also feeling privileged to have with us Shah, I once again express my gratitude. Perhaps this is your first visit to the university, if I am correct. This is the second one. Yeah, we would like to work with you together. So ladies and gentlemen, today's event is not just about discussions and presentations. It is about sharing experiences, forging meaningful connections, and laying the groundwork for future collaborations, as I have mentioned. So the learning sessions, wisdom dissemination, mentorship, and success stories shared today will serve as a guiding light for aspiring entrepreneurs on their journey towards success. As we embark on this journey, let us remember that the failure is not the end, which you have heard. Shah Sahab has mentioned this a couple of times during his wonderful presentation. But it is a stepping stone towards growth. That is the key that you should remember for your success. So let us embrace challenges as opportunities for learning and innovation. Together, let us pave the way for a future where entrepreneurship thrives and dreams turn into reality. So thank you very much. In fact, and let us move forward and let us this journey begin. And I hope that these young students, the budding entrepreneurs, the budding engineers, technocrats, they will carry this message along with them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It is now time to appreciate the time that our guests have spared for us from their strenuous schedules with the presentation of mementos. To that end, I would like to request Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Professor Javed Musarraf, to please do the honors. May I request Dr. Nitesh Dhawan, sir, to please step forth and accept the memento.
So I will also urge, I urge all researchers here, in fact, to see the portal, and there is a possibility of getting research funding, since IITR and University of Lucknow are already the beneficiaries of it. I wish some good proposals should be submitted to the KVIC, and if it is really a good proposal, a viable proposal, I do hope that it will be funded. So please do that.
Following this, I kindly invite Mr. Yawar Ali Shah, sir, to please receive the token of appreciation. Please welcome him with a hearty round of applause. I would now like to request Mr. Mahesh Singh, sir, to please come to the stage and receive the memento. Please put your hands together for sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, ma'am. As we conclude today's session, I would like to proceed by cordially thanking our chief guest for the day, Mr. Nitesh Dhawan, sir, for kindly gracing this occasion and sharing his profound insights with us. A special appreciation extends to Professor Javed Musarraf, sir, for his insightful address and steadfast commitment to the pursuit of excellence. I'd also like to place on record my heartfelt gratitude for Dr. Nida Fatima, ma'am, Director of Integral Startups Foundation, for her continuous and unstinted support and advice that have been instrumental in this event's success. In the same way, I would like to thank Mr. Yawar Ali Shah, sir, Mr. Maheep Singh, sir, Dr. Richa Saxena, ma'am, and Professor Muhammad Haris Siddiqui, sir, for sparing some time from their strenuous schedules and attending the event. I extend my special thanks to members of Team ISF, including Dr. Noor Alam Khan, sir, and Mr. Syed Ahmad Rafi, sir, for their invaluable contributions. Additionally, I express my gratitude to the CIED ambassadors led by Mr. Masood Ali. Last but unequivocally not the least, I'd like to thank all the faculty members, students, and audience who has patiently been with us from start to finish. Ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude the session, I request you to please stand in your places for the rendition of the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे के तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you so much, everyone. I would now request the dignitaries to please join us for lunch, following which we will be glad to take you around for a short university tour. We will also have a university tour for the students of Bansal Institute of Technology. Before leaving, I request all the audience members and the dignitaries to please join us for a photograph.
आप सब लोग जा सकते हो.
Audience, students, please take the stage and join us for a photograph.